Well, hello the new. It's only me, Leonard Wells, broadcasting as usual from Studio B here in the Giggle Mill in Haslingden, north of Manchester in the UK. Studio B has as resident engineer none other than Adolf Apfelstrudel, a very sweet chap from Berchtesgaden in Bavaria. Before he became a studio engineer, he was a driver with the AA, but he developed a drink problem and left to join Alcoholics Anonymous. So he was often referred to as AA from BB. During the WAR, unfortunately, Adolf was dreadfully, gruesomely wounded, and therefore refuses to appear on camera for fear of frightening the children. In addition, he became a strict disciplinarian and refuses me any more than 12 digital megaburgers per broadcast, which means I have to deny you the all-time thrill of my world-famously forgettable rendition of Nessun Dorma. Just occasionally, Adolf will wave to the audience. He wears a glove on his hand, of course, to not to frighten the children, because his hand is rather badly deformed, and it's a big thrill. So I just ask him if he's in the mood. He's not always in the mood, and it depends what the time of day is. So I'll just see what Adolf says. Adolf, are you back from lunch yet, Adolf? Oh, he's back from lunch. What do you think about speaking to the audience today? Are you in the mood at all? Are you in the mood at all? Do you think? What do you think? Oh, he's had a skinful, I'm afraid. He's feeling a bit horsey today. So while there's no joy with Adolf, I'll start with my two little stories. Both very, 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 very short. Excuse me. It's these oats, you know. They don't have to keep you regular. It's about 10 o'clock, so you keep you as regular as a clock. You know, you can't whack it. In the first little ditty, it was around Christmas time, and in a bar in Manhattan, in New York, it was quite late in the evening, and all of a sudden the door opened and everybody could hear a little tinkling, and when they looked round, it was a reindeer, great big branching horns sticking everywhere, and it trotted up to the bar and put its front paws up on a stool. And it pointed at the whiskey. See, so the bartender wasn't fazed. He'd seen everything, this guy, so nothing fazed him. So he gave the reindeer a whiskey. And the reindeer held out a $20 note. And so the bartender took it, and they put some change back into the reindeer's paw. And the bartender said, I think this is the first time, he said, to the best of my knowledge, that we've ever had a reindeer come into this bar. So the reindeer sort of neighs a little bit, and he looks down at the change and he says, buddy, he said, if these are your prices, he said, I'm going to be the last reindeer that ever appears in your bar. Thank you. In my second little ditty, this is the story of when the blonde, who's always been made the butt of jokes, it seems to me, particularly in America, fought back. And it was a theatre performance of a ventriloquist, you know, the usual thing with a dummy and everything. And this guy, he was really let him fly at blondes in this performance. And he started telling the one about the blondes who always carry a stick of dynamite in case they need to blow up their tyre on the car, you know, and that kind of thing. And so he was telling joke after joke about blondes, and he was saying how stupid they were and how thick they were, and all of a sudden, up at the back, a big tall blonde jumps up and she comes ranting and raving towards the front of the theatre, right up to the stage. And she starts screaming at this guy, and she said, "How dare you, you sexist pig," she said. "You've done nothing but make fun of us blondes from the time you appeared here." So he's coughing and spluttering, and she's still rabbiting on, and everybody in the audience is listening and feeling a bit embarrassed and shuffling their feet a bit, you know. And eventually the ventriloquist says, "I'm very sorry." She said, "You keep out of this." She says, "I'm not talking to you, I'm talking to that midget on your knee." Thank you, and good night, folks.